What is it that makes Conor McGregor such a success and so charismatic? Today, we tell you how Conor McGregor became a star he is and elements of his character that drove him to success. If you find today's video informative and want more content giving you tips on achieving success in life, please hit the like button and subscribe. So previously we looked at Conor McGregor's fashion and style sense and discussed how he uses his style to develop his personas and be the incredibly popular character he is. However, having style without substance to back it up is meaningless and is ultimately going to be called out when in the public eye, like Conor McGregor. So how has he achieved so much success in his life? Well, the first thing to understand is where Conor McGregor came from. Growing up in Ireland from a working class family, one of the defining moments in Conor McGregor's life was being forced to move to a new home in his teens. It was due to this move he took up martial arts, joining classes in boxing, kickboxing and jiu-jitsu. But during this moment in his life he also became isolated and therefore left to his own thoughts. This was critical for him, as it was in these moments of deep thought that he was forced to confront and acknowledge the difficulties he had and make decisions on where he saw himself in the future. He gave up school due to a lack of interest in studying, and it wasn't long after that his family pressured him to take up a trade, which was plumbing. It was during this time Conor McGregor knew this wasn't for him and his passion for martial arts was what he wanted to proceed with. Now, there's a few lessons to take away from his early life. The first is isolation, and being forced to think about yourself isn't bad. It's during these moments of reflection that allow people to take decisions for their own good. The next lesson is he was forced to acknowledge where he was unhappy. He knew he didn't want a life where he would live in the plumbing trade, and he acknowledged the need to do something about it. When the average person is faced with this situation, they are far too willing to excuse their issue rather than acknowledge and confront it. It was from here Conor McGregor started to work towards making a living through fighting in the UFC. Today, he's not afraid to flaunt his success and money and has garnered a huge following as a result. So, how is it that he's done this? Well, the first thing to understand, he's a showman through and through. He's got the extravagant style as is discussed in the previous video, but he also entertains outside the octagon as much as he does in it. During interviews he comes out with easily repeatable jokes and quotes that make for entertaining viewing for his fans. This stems from his confidence. Most fighters have confidence and it's necessary in their line of work. However, Conor McGregor's confidence is incredibly high to the point where it often appears as arrogance. While this probably has truth in it, it's with this confidence and belief that he actually achieves his targets, as it continues to drive him to be successful.
I love this stuff. This is what gives me energy. Saying I'm gonna do something, putting it out there for the world to see, and then going out and doing it. There's no better feeling in the world than that, and it's as easy as that. Say what you're gonna do, and go and do it.
Going back to his moments of being deep in thought, it's through this he builds his vision. When he talks about what he wants, he doesn't simply state, "I want to be the best." Instead, he puts out vivid stories to go with his vision. In the case of his pre-fight interviews, he often describes in detail when and how he will win the fight. By systematically having such specific visions on how he will succeed, he dispels any ideas of doubt in his mind about failing.
6 weeks, I'm gonna sleep this fool, and when I sleep him, I'm gonna bounce his head off the canvas as well.
This is a method anyone can use and everyone should use in their life. Let's say you're about to go into a business meeting and need a specific outcome. You want to make sure that you have a vision of the exact moment you achieve your target and how you got there. Take this moment as though it will be an absolute, and the chances of your success will increase innumerably. By doing this, you give yourself confidence, a plan, and remove any sense of doubt about achieving a goal. Finally, it's about taking action. Nothing can be achieved if you don't do the work, and Conor McGregor has had to work hard for what he's earned. He's put in the hours, he's learned what is necessary to succeed, and he puts in the time to prepare for fights, both in his work and in studying his opponent. Around this success, Conor McGregor's built his brand to be who he is today. It's a brand of confidence, power and wealth, and he exudes it in everything he does. While this isn't necessarily to the taste of everyone, in an age where people are always on the lookout for the next viral meme or a clip on the internet, he's a goldmine. He's also controversial for his behaviour and actions, which is a perfect fit for current trends, as people lobby for changes in all matter of systems, whether political or social. Despite doing so much right, he's had lapses in judgment in recent times though. This was most notable in April 2018, where he and a number of his group attacked a bus of a fellow fighter, which resulted in criminal charges pressed against him. While repeatedly crossing the line of moral and legal decency would eventually inevitably lead to a decrease in popularity, as of now he remains as popular as ever. Conor McGregor is a success because he has a mindset of being successful. He's confident in his ability, he stands out from others, he knows exactly what he wants, and he puts in the work to achieve it. Are you a fan or not? Let us know down in the comments section below. In the meantime, please subscribe to the channel with notifications as we bring you more content analysing the stars and understanding the principles behind their success.